Well, traveling can be fun and glamorous, but it can also be a bit of a hassle.
Yeah, so our next guest knows it very well. She's taken over 90 groups to Italy, and she joins us today with a few helpful things worth packing to make the whole travel experience easier.
Let's welcome Nada Vergili. How are you, Nada? It's wonderful to see you.
Grazie. Buongiorno. So good to see you both.
All right, you're going to help us make this a little bit easier because you have traveled so much. You've got this down pat.
Pretty much.
Okay. Where do we start?
All right, well, you definitely don't want to overpack for your trip, but there are certain items you don't want to leave home without. This is a great new travel concept in luggage. It's called the Easy Carry-On Bag, and it's by Easy Innovations. And as you can see, this will save you having to check in luggage. It's kind of an all-in-one bag. Okay. So nowadays, you know, airlines really charge a lot for fees. So this is really a great solution.
Look at that.
This has, and it's got pockets and zippers and compartments everywhere. It was built for people who use a CPAP machine. But it also, if you're not using that, it comes with this clear box where you can store your electronic devices or cords. And
my pocket knife, my mini bat. It's perfect.
Correct.
Yes.
Makeup and so on.
If you don't be careful. You're not careful.
And here is the really cool thing about this bag. You actually pack it from the bottom up. So you stack your clothes up. There's space if you're bringing on a book. If you're traveling for business, there's plenty of sleeves for your documents, and computer, tablet, everything.
That's a great bag.
So
that
it's
is a great bag.
really cool.
And I know this may not be the most exciting thing about the bag, but I absolutely love the fact that it's got a little place for my umbrella on the side.
Absolutely. You can put your umbrella, you can put a water bottle, and so on. So
that's great. That's great.
Perfect.
Problem is getting all my stuff in there, but you just don't overpack.
Light.
All right, next
Absolutely.
up.
The next thing I do not leave home without are, you know, as common as this may be, but wet wipes. You want to wipe down those surfaces that don't get a lot of attention but are covered in germs. So door handles, light switches, remote controls.
That's right. We know that they're so dirty. The remote controls in the hotel rooms are really dirty.
Oh, goodness. Ziploc bags, this is such a versatile item. You can use them to go through security, put your 3.4-ounce bottles in here. But you can also, if you're, for instance, coming back from the beach and you have a wet bathing suit, you can keep that in here, keep it separate from the rest of your clothing.
Yes, love those too. That's great. All right.
And a passport holder. Believe it or not, you know, when you're going through security, you're reaching for a whole bunch of things. You need your important documents, your boarding pass ready within reach. So this really solves that problem. You can put this over your neck. You can put money in it. Hold it underneath your clothing for security, so it really solves the problem, and you just breathe through security.
What a fantastic idea.
That's a handy-dandy little thing.
Yeah.
I'm always putting like my driver's license and my boarding pass in my back pocket. And then if I have to go to the potty, then I worry that maybe it fell out of my back pocket.
Exactly.
Really,
you don't want to
think
take those chances.
That's a handy-dandy thing.
Absolutely.
And what's this?
This is a product from Space Bags. It's the travel version, so you do not need a vacuum for this. So it really compacts all your clothing. You can put your dirty laundry if you want to on your way back home, and all you have to do is either roll it up, roll the air out, and it seals it, or like I do, I just sit on it.
Or that.
Squeeze the air out. Absolutely.
Okay.
And, okay, this is a really neat little gadget. We actually give these out to people that come with us on tours because if you're going to be sightseeing, the last thing you want to be holding on to is a cold water bottle.
Right.
You've got your camera in your hand, you're ready to go. So this really, you just put it over your shoulder, and it's got a neat little strap rubber that you just put it over the neck of pretty much any bottle.
You think of everything. You think of everything. That's really good.
That is great.
That's really good.
It's really handy.
Bubble wrap?
Bubble wrap. Okay, bubble wrap is the one thing that people who come with me are always happy that I told them about. If you're planning on shopping, and who doesn't plan on shopping when you're going on a trip? I mean, that's a big part of it, right? So, so really, bubble wrap will protect your fragile items, your souvenirs, but also if you're planning on buying maybe some wine bottles, you know, again, and you're going to have to check those in because you can't bring those on board, it really creates an extra padding for those items.
This is my favorite idea.
Good.
My favorite idea.
Yeah.
Really good.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
And these are actually compression stockings, and nowadays they come in various patterns. You can find them online very easily, but especially for a long flight overseas, I bring those on with me every time I fly to Italy, and I have to sit for 10 hours straight because you're not moving around. So it helps your circulation really, and it helps not make your feet look like Fred Flintstone once you get off. Let's face it.
Nada, what wonderful ideas.
Nada Vergili, nadasitaly.com. Nadasitaly.com is Nada's website to find out more information about her trips to Italy. Thank you so much for being here.
Grazie. Thank you so much.
Great to see you.